Hey there, Fletcher from All Things Overlanding here, and today I'm going to be talking about this OpenRoad ruggedized weatherproof storage case. Now you may have seen things like this from other manufacturers, but most of them are very, very pricey, and this thing is actually pretty budget oriented at about 150 bucks. So today I'm going to walk you through all the features. I'm going to show you everything in action on the case, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it so that if you're looking for something like this, it gives you hopefully all the information that you need to make a decision whether this is right for you. So if you want to learn more about the OpenRoad storage case, stay tuned.
Understand where it came from, but you got it, my got it. It began in the land of the sandstorm. I fought it, though I wanted everything to do with what you give to me. Loosening my grip.
All right, guys, so as I mentioned in the intro today, I'm going to be talking about this OpenRoad storage case. So let's start by talking about dimensions. So this thing is about 25 inches wide. It's about 14.5 inches deep, and height is about 13 inches, just a little under. Capacity is 50 liters, and it weighs about 16 pounds empty. So now that we've looked at dimensions, talked a little bit about capacity and weight, let's look at features. So I'm going to kind of walk you around the case. I'm going to show you everything about it, all the important features so that, again, you know what you're getting if you're looking for something like this and you are wondering if it's going to be a good fit for your setup. So first of all, some of the things that I noticed that I really like is they have these indentations for strapping. So if you want to strap with, ratchet straps or stratchets or anything like that over the top, you've got these indentations that are going to help keep your straps in place. You've got them that run across the box, and then you've also got them that run front to back on the box. You've also got these protrusions on the top here, which if you look at the bottom of the box, you'll notice it has matching indentation. So if you had multiple of these, they are stackable, and they're going to do it in a way where they're going to stay put and they're not going to slide around, which is awesome. If you're putting them somewhere like in the back of a truck or the back of a van or an RV or something like that, these would be a great option if you need to stack them. Now, as far as these latches go, they are lockable. So as you see here, there is a spot for a padlock. What I really like though is how long these things are. So you may be wondering, like, why are those so long? I think it's because it gives you a ton of leverage. So if you pack this thing totally full, this is going to give you a ton of leverage to ensure that you can get that thing closed nice and tight. Other features of the box, as we're looking at the outside, these retractable handles. So when you let go of them, they do smack back. They are spring loaded so that they stay into the sides, but if you need some extra grip, you can do that. You could also use these as tie down points. Now up underneath it here, this is indented too. So if you didn't want to use those handles, these are actually way more comfortable. These up here, you can just lift it underneath of there, and it's a nice plastic handle. But again, if you needed more strength or if you needed to carry it lower, then this may be a good option as well, or you could use this to strap it down also. Now down here on this corner, this is a drain plug. So if you spilled something in it, you would have the ability to sort of quickly and easily drain it out. So that makes cleaning it a lot easier. If we look at the back here and we undo the latches, one other thing I wanted to point out is how heavy duty these latches are. So these things are super rugged, super heavy duty, and they also hold themselves open. So when you open the box, that does stay like that. So again, you don't have to worry about it slamming down. You don't have to worry about holding it up while you're getting to your stuff or leaning it on anything. It does hold itself in the upright position. Now, as you can see here, you've got these holes. Now, these are intended to mount the MOLLE panel. I actually have one on the way because I decided that I did want a MOLLE panel. So I did get one of those sent to me. And the reason for that is because then you could strap stuff up there in this space that otherwise is unused. And I like that they made these divots up here so that, again, it makes using the MOLLE easier and gives you room for strapping things to the MOLLE panel. I'm picturing putting things up here like first aid kits or, small bags, things like that you would normally attach to MOLLE, that you want to, take advantage of this extra space up here without wasting it, and then still have the full room in the box down here. Now, as I mentioned, it does have 50 liters of storage, so there's tons of room in here. And actually, you can see that it's molded, but then you actually get like another 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch inside the box. So it's quite large. I just threw some clothes in here. I've got an air pump. I had a whole full-size pillow in here too, and it all fit no problem. So you do have quite a bit of capacity. Again, I think 2, maybe 3 of these would hold most gear for most overlanders. You could put it up on top of your rooftop tent. You could put it on top of your cab rack if you have one of those, and you just have a roof rack, then you could put them straight on that. Now, another thing to notice is if you wanted to run a strap up through here and through this indentation to strap it down, you could also do that. And since they run through the interior, and then you can close this and you could lock it, that makes it so that people can't remove your straps. So even if they wanted to undo the straps and take the whole box with the padlock on it to try and break into it later, you can actually secure these straps so that they are secured by the lock, which is really, really cool. It's just really thoughtful. One more thing to note is it does have this really nice thick rubber gasket in here. So when you close this, you'll notice this raised lip, and then that gasket seats down right on top of it, which is going to keep it dustproof and weatherproof. You may not want to submerge the box. They don't necessarily claim it to be waterproof, but again, if you had this on your roof or in the bed of your truck or something like that, and it was pouring down rain, I'm pretty confident that this thing is not going to get anything in it. So especially with that raised lip and the gasket. Then one more thing to mention about this case that's just an additional value add for it is it's super, super sturdy. So you could use this for multiple purposes. You could use this as a seat or a bench. You could use this to put stuff on as a table. So there are just a number of ways that you could use this thing in addition to just storing materials. I actually bring mine to camp with me, usually set it beside my chair when I'm camping, and then use this as a table to set things on top of when I'm sitting at camp. All right, so as you saw, this is the OpenRoad storage case, and this thing is really cool with the integrated drain plug, the indentations for strapping stuff down, the huge amount of storage that you get for it, and the fact that it's completely ruggedized and strappable and lockable is really, really nice because you can store things on the exterior of your rig without having to worry about it being stolen or getting wet or dusty. So I really, really like these cases. I think 2, maybe 3 of these max would give most people the storage that they need for a ton of stuff, bedding, anything that takes up a lot of space in your gear that you want to kind of get exterior to your vehicle to clear up some room for maybe more people, more riders in your vehicle, or more sensitive sort of technology type stuff that you want to keep inside the vehicle. So I hope that that information was helpful for you. Of course, there will be a link in the description down below to this case and also the optional Molly panel one. Both are great options. There will also be a coupon code down there to save you some extra money, so make sure to use that as well. But again, if you have any questions or anything, make sure to post up in the comments down below. I'm happy to answer them. If you have a case like this or this exact case and you have feedback on it, I'd love to hear from you also. Just drop those in the comments down below. As always, there will also be links to all my social channels, so wherever you want to come hang out, I'd love to have you carry on the conversation, keep talking about gear and stuff like this over there. Also in the description below is a link to my website where I've got funny overlanding camping themed patches and stickers, things like don't burn your wiener and it's a hot dog, or I hate people so I camp, and all things overlanding merch as well. So if you're into any of that stuff, if you want patches or stickers to slap onto your rig, definitely check those out. Also below this video is a join button, which is just a passive way to support the channel, get you early access to the videos and the podcasts that I do, as well as some other perks. But if you want a more involved way to be a part of all things overlanding, there's also a link to my Patreon page, which is really cool. We've got a 24/7 Discord where we all kind of chat about our gear and our rigs every day, all day long. It's actually a ton of fun. There's over 20 people in there now, and we have a great time. And we have a Zoom call once a month, and then we're getting together in person once or twice a year. So if you're into that kind of stuff, definitely check that out. And then, of course, there is the Newbie Overlanders Facebook group, which is totally free to join. It's just a group that I run with over 24,000 members at the time I'm recording this. So if you're looking for a place to not be bullied, to ask questions, to learn about overlanding, camping, ask questions about your gear or your setup, that'd be a great place to get started, and we'd love to have you. But again, thanks for watching. Hope that was helpful, and we'll see you next time.